Hello everybody, I'm Sharp and Blade, and today we're going to take a look at the Integrity Knives exclusive CJRB Maileah. So I'm going to move this because that seems to throw off my focus on my camera. So this is an exclusive. You can only get this knife, well, this variation of this knife at Integrity Knives. It's $94.99 Canadian, and with my discount code Sharp and Blade, you can pick up one of these tomorrow, the 2nd of July 2021. You can pick up one of these for $85.49. Now, what do you get for $85.49, you may ask? Well, not only do you get an awesome, attractive knife, you also get an upgraded blade steel, S35VN, upgraded handle scales, micarta, beautiful micarta. You get brass colored accents, and as you can see, blacked out hardware. So altogether, this is a very attractive package, and for the materials used, and like even full price, this is a great value. With my discount on it, even better value. So like I say, $85.49, you can't go wrong. Now they already did a pre-order for this knife. Those have shipped out this week, but they do have more available for anyone that didn't get a pre-order. You can buy it, like I say, tomorrow. So make sure you do pick this up, because this is a pretty sweet knife. Now this won't be a full review. I'll go over the specs and do some size comparisons and stuff, and so just so you can get a basic idea of this. I do have a full review on the Maileah on my, well, you can find it in my channel here. I will link that in the description too. I also link to Integrity Knives website in the description as well. So it has a blade length of 2.39 inches, a handle length of 3.14 inches, overall length 5.51 inches, blade thickness of 0.09 inches, handle thickness just a little bit over 5/16 of an inch, so it's just a little bit over, well, it's 5/16 of an inch. It's just a little bit over 1/4 of an inch thick, and it weighs 2.29 ounces. So this is a nice secondary carry, or if you can only carry small knives, primary carry knife. It's nice and light, nice and thin, super slicey. There's the lanyard pin in the back here so that it doesn't interrupt the flow of the knife. That's very nice. Oh yes, size comparison. So we have the CRKT Pilar. It's a little bit smaller than the Pilar. We have Dragonfly 2, Spyderco Dragonfly 2. A little bit smaller again than that. And then the old channel favorite, the Ontario Rat 2, which dwarfs the knife. So yeah, it's a small knife, but you can get 3 fingers on it, but it's not, well, you can almost get your pinky on that too. I can get my pinky on it. It depends how big your hand is, but it locks in your hand pretty well. This shape right here is very nice, so it does give you, a decent grip on the knife. Plus, there's a little bit, I don't know if my camera will pick this up, there's a little bit of texture on the micarta as well, so that adds some grip too. So that's pretty nice. It's a nice little added feature from the micarta. Now there's a sharpening choil here. If you have tiny fingers, you could use this as a finger choil, but it does help provide a little bit of extra purchase here. You don't have to worry about touching the blade if you just kind of choke up on it a little bit. So using the nice jimping here, it's not aggressive, but it's effective. You can choke up a bit, and as long as you're not doing anything super like hard, you can safely use the knife, you know, to choke up and do its little detail work. But you do still have to be a little careful of sliding forward. But whatever, this is not a hard use knife at all. So yeah, it's really nice. I really like this. It's beautiful, really beautiful. It's got you know, it's contoured a bit. The G10 models are flat here, and you have like a little contouring there too on the G10 model, but this is nice too. It's curved ever so slightly, so it just fits in the hand even better than the original model did, which is very nice. It's got a deep carry pocket clip with recessed screws, very nice. Only for right hand carry though, and only for tip up carry, so you know, take that how you will. The action is it works great. It's a thumb stud. The D10 is dialed in perfectly, but I'm not a huge fan of front flippers, but I love this. This works so well as a front flipper. Oh, of course, I would fail it at that moment too, but yeah, it works so well. And it's on bearings. It's such a small, like, thin, light blade that it's not going to be drop shutty, but it's very smooth. It's a joy to carry, a joy to use, and a joy to fidget with. The only complaint I have is, and it's not to do with this model, or this, I mean, not to do with this version, it's more just to do with the knife, and a lot of knives in general, it's these button screws. Just use flat screws, man. It would look so much nicer to have just the flat screws in there, because it would just finish it off just a little bit neater. So that would be my only complaint on this knife, because everything else is perfect. I mean, yeah, it's small, but that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be a small knife. It's comfortable. You can feel the pocket clip. I wouldn't necessarily call it a hot spot, because you're not going to be like going through wood with this knife or anything like that. This is just a light user. So even though you can feel it, I wouldn't call it a hot spot. Normally when a pocket clip ramps up like this to this degree, that's a hot spot, but not on this one. It just fits in the hand nice, and yeah, you can feel it because it's right there, but it's not a hot spot. Works well in left hand and right hand use, and it's super slicey. It's flat grind, but it's only, like I say, 0.09 inches thick, so it's super slicey. It's like a reverse Tanto sheep's footy kind of a blade. With this swedge up here, it kind of reminds me of Sheepdog. Actually, I'm going to grab the Sheepdog Mini, because this is also a good comparison knife too. I should have thought of this earlier. So this is the Sheepdog Mini. So, you know, it kind of has like a little bit of a cleavery. It might have too much belly to be considered a cleaver blade shape, but anyway. It's got an interesting blade shape. It's quite usable for your daily EDC needs. It's got a nice usable tip on it. You certainly would not want to pry with it. But really, for how thin it is, the tip isn't too bad actually. It's not super dainty, but again, why would you pry with that? That makes no sense. So yeah, I'm very impressed with this. I love this. great job, Josh at Integrity Knives. You guys, well, I think it was kind of a work between Josh and Dan at Integrity Knives. But yeah, anyways, you guys rocked this. You knocked this right out of the park. Such an amazing design. Like the colors and the materials that they picked, just absolutely gorgeous. So, great job, guys. You took an already awesome knife and made it even more awesomer. Now, I mentioned that there's a little bit of grip to the micarta. That doesn't mean that it sticks in your pocket or anything. It pulls in and out of the pocket very easily. This is fairly stiff, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that being a little bit stiffer for a 5th pocket carry. I'm always afraid of getting my shirt or something caught on this and then like pulling it out somehow if I have to like reach up somewhere or something. So it's nice that it's in your pocket, but it's not hard to pull it out when you need it. So that's a nice thing to note, I think. It also has a nice weight to it too. I mean, it's only 2.29 ounces, but it feels nice. Like you can tell it's there, but it's not super heavy by any means. Also, I didn't mention the liners are black too, so that's really nice. And it does have liners on both sides. So it's got nice strength, even though, like I say, it's not a hard use knife. It is nice to see. I think that's what adds a little bit of weight to it, because I don't think there's any skeletonization going on in there. No. So they could have made it lighter, but it didn't need to be. Focus. It didn't really need to be lighter. So, and there's also a micarta backspacer, just in case I didn't mention that. So yeah, definitely check one of these out. I don't know if they're going to do more of this, if they're going to do another run of these or not, once they all sell out, but what is that on the blade? Oh, just a little, yeah, nothing. If they all sell out, I don't know if they're going to do more, so make sure you grab them while you can. Like I say, incredible value. $85.49 with my discount. Can't beat that for these materials. Canadian, that's Canadian price too. And they ship to the States, they ship wherever. Wherever you want, wherever you live, I bet you they ship to you. So if you don't live in Canada, don't worry, you can still get one of these. I think I saw someone say at one point, like online, that they lived in America and they ordered, and I think they said it was $89 USD to their door. So that's not bad. I think that's pretty fair. So yeah, don't, probably shouldn't quote me on that. It was just some random comment I saw online, but still, I'm sorry if this is a little rambly. I was trying not to make it like a full review because I already did that, but I guess it kind of turned into that a little bit. But I think I've gone on long enough. Like I say, there will be a link to their website specifically to this knife that you can pick up. You can go to and then buy one tomorrow. I don't know how many of these they have left from the pre-order, so you may want to get on that pretty quick. If I find an actual time that is dropping, I will put that in the description. I don't know if they're going to actually have an actual time, but just keep an eye on their website if you are interested in it. And and sign up for their email notifications too. They send those out whenever they get new knives in, and they may, I'm not sure if they are or not, but they may do an email notification when these become available too. So just sign up for it to be on the safe side if you're not signed up already. And yeah, thanks for watching the video. Take care.